Call me Fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, no way home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
Welcome back to Miramar, everybody. Indeed, it is Paper Thin and Toby coming at you again for game number 2 of 5 on the day. MCG, the Holy Divers, are going to take the first game, holding down the church very, very nicely, putting a member up in the rafters. Very smart play to lock down that building. This plane path cutting across the middle pretty decently, a little bit southern heavy, but coming through. Let's see how this next one's going to shape up, Toby.
Yeah, you'd have to think that most people off of this plane path can go essentially where they would want it to. It's similar plane paths to last game, just going south to north rather than north to south. But still headed on over towards the west. Liquid back towards Monte they go. Gen G will be out towards the west. Now we should jump in towards Poso. As I say that, are they going Poso? They jumped late for Poso. Seems to me like Navi might be going further north. Gen G got Posos to themselves. Okay. We saw last week Navi jumping into El Poso, but now that Gen G is back here, they get to claim it. Fair enough. And Starlord, are we going to start off the game with a kill? He's going for it, but nope, not going to happen. Away goes the Oath player, and they stay alive for now.
Thoughts on the Scar Iron Sight, Toby? Like it, hate it, don't care?
Oh, it's best.
As far as like
way
relative
to
Iron
the game.
Sights. Early on, kind of jostling for position with day trade. This is going to be where they go. But for Ents, so far so good. Are they might crash this. They have to now. They don't have any choice. I think they have to.
Yeah, and this is a full send if I've seen one, and somehow they haven't lost one yet. As I say, that Diggory does fall initially, will get flushed out as well. Minx committing to the flush shell insurance. A lot of damage done, but there's still 3 up and alive, and this is a full reset. We'll see now if they get the time to get the heals on up, or if they don't. Minx falls down instantly, takes a nice hold there. Let's see, low HP. There's maybe 100 HP spread between all 3 of these players right now as they try to buy time to get healed back on up. M200 on the side he goes. Tixu can't find him initially, does find him after that. 1 falls, Tixu goes down and return, and Rena now falls 2. Squeaky trying to stay tight. There's a 2v1 right now with the potential opportunity of a res on towards Tixu. So somehow, Paper, this has worked out in the favor for Ents.
Oh, great grenade in there. He sprays through, just not quite a... Okay, no, it's Squeaky's. Oh, no. Squeaky's Molly is going to get the knock on the rest of Mar, but Squeaky's there waiting, getting his teammate revived. And there's some shots now being shot into this compound from other angles. Linshu gonna look around and see what... Oh, God, Starlord almost just knocked him there. Just hit him in the head. And here comes T1. T1 would rather have this position or the kills potentially. I'm not sure what the grenade from Squeaky is going to find the annihilation of Tianba. And T1 has now showed up to this party, but they're going to have to be quick because it's not going to be too much longer here before Ents is back up to 3 with good health.
Knowing T1 and knowing how much time Ents just got off of this, Starlord is off in the other compound. There's no way they're pushing into this, at least not before they all fall together. And even then, I would assume to see T1 play this one and say, you know what, it's really annoying that you're right there, Ents, but we don't want to push it. We'd rather sit here and hopefully get circles going our way.
Yeah, they could have been a little quicker on the draw with that, I suppose, but it was hard. It all happened pretty fast, and going into that situation, Ents doing a really, really nice job there, pushing into a really tough team in Tianba and making it work. Some good shots coming through for them, some good angles being held. Tianba just not able to get their defense set up in time, and wow, more hard shifting, more ping-ponging as we go up to the northeast with this one. So day trade, that church up on the hill is gold. Are we going to have another church finish? Is that what's happening?
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're just hunting churches today. That bodes for interesting games. Guaranteed Pachinki and Ruins endings on a Rankle coming up. No, of course, that's not necessarily the truth. We'll see. Maybe it is. We'll have to wait and see. Meta trying to make a rotation forward into an area of the map where there really isn't a whole lot to play. They found the ball here. Good for them is that the mountain on the south side has just been shifted out, and they were rotating from that direction as well. Here comes a Freak of Freaks, though. Why not try and see if we can fit some more teams into this compound? Clip goes down there. It's elsewhere on the map, but Freak of Freaks, they're fully committed to this. All 4 players making the win, but you can see Squeaky, he cannot go out and peek afar because their players now on the hills looking over the top. One goes down, Hansia instantly out with a nade as well.
Yeah, some really good throwables from Squeaky. Gonna get the knock there. Hansia trying to be res. T1 wrapping around to the side. Aqua 5 not able to get across to the other side behind the safety of the building. in time. It's going to be another knock here for Ents. And Star-Lord looking to try to cover his teammate, see if he can go for that res motorcycle. Going to be put inside of the building for Afrika. Na'Vi now, hearing all this commotion, I would expect to maybe try to drive by, try to do something else while this is happening. With Meta on the other side, they can just kind of move on for now. Genji's going to opt to push up the hill into Zenith. Zenith entrenched. This is the northern side of Chumacera. There's the Sonics onto the Team Liquid team. So there's a lot of teams playing ring around the rosy here up on the northern side of Chuma.
Yeah, again, as we talked about in the previous circle, this one isn't really a whole lot different. The areas and the angles of approach, because there are compounds on the edge of the circle, it makes it so incredibly difficult to find your way in, especially when there are multiple teams on that side. So Liquid, Gen G, and Sonics all trying to fight their way forward. In the meantime, we saw Na'Vi try and make their way up towards MCG. That's a good nade through the window. Solid throw by Tap. Gets it in there. Gets the knock on towards Lee as well. But can they get up and get the flush? I'm not sure. Senya falls. Mime now falls down. I'm not sure how he just got knocked there. But unfortunate, of course. In the meantime, over the hill goes Genji, but now DA. They want to chime in on this fight as well.
Well, for Genji, if they can get Team Liquid and Zenith to start fighting, they might be able to just change directions, go for DA instead. And there's going to be a good grenade to hit Mitraleius. That's going to back him off. Healing has to be coming out, and Punij finds just enough of an angle to punish Genji's rotation. And for them, this is, you know, a moment to stop, regather. And again, this is Sonics. Gonna go around the other side of Team Liquid. Genji's Loki catches Punij out in the open. Says, okay, you want to come out and headshot us? Then I'm gonna come through and get you knocked. Next, Roth, out of bullets, click, click. That SKS is out. And Loki continues to look to barricade Zenith in now.
Yep, compounds continuing to get shifted away from. Here come DA over the top. They don't want to have Genji right next door. Smash finds one, Smash finds two. Continuing the onslaught that has already been going his way here today. Finds the 4th kill of the game. I believe Pio will find himself flush with the nade, of course, but the kill is still going to go in favor of DA. And Onyx trying to stay alive as a solo player left, but I'm not seeing how that should be possible. In the meantime, Liquid trying to take control with Zenith still inside that compound. Ooh, that molly. Was that them who threw it themselves? I believe it was. Liquid down to low HP, but will get healed up.
Yeah, that one almost disastrous for Liquid. CodeMarco gets Summer Multi-Circle Gaming. Your winners, again, #1 out. Loki falling to Mexi. So still in Onyx, left alive for Genji. Kickstart down. Roth underneath the stairs, trying to find some way out. Does see Jeeves looking the other direction along the fence line. Going to take him down, has to turn, and not fast enough. It's going to be Ibiza getting the job done. And Anonix comes out of all of this. Is he going to come over and try to get the last 2 members of Liquid here? I mean, he is really, really damn good, but doesn't matter. Mexi's better in that moment, and he's going to go down. Sonics do find, in the midst of all the chaos, the ability to come into the northern part of the circle.
Let's see, Liquid still alive with 2. Unfortunate the flush came through as Zenith made their way out from the compound. EB not fast enough around the smoke there to try and see if he could take him down before he lost his teammates. Sonics, in the meantime, I should say, they found their way in, but they do not have a whole lot of space to maneuver around up here. Mime, after somehow knocking himself, does manage to get back on his feet, and Liquid are now slowly but steadily making their way down in this direction.
We'll see if they can find some kind of space in this next circle. There isn't a lot to be found, even for DA. They're running out of space as well, and yep, there's Flash. He's going to get that knock, and he does manage to confirm it just before DA's able to track in on the downed player. T1 is doing a good job against Ents in that compound where that fighting began quite some time ago, and Ents is slowly falling apart. Afrika Freak's still in there as well, as that compound still holds on to the southwestern side of the white. Sonics, well, they're going to get underneath that very, very steep hill underneath Day Trade, and maybe they'll be allowed to stay under there. Pero came in late to this party, and it is going to be Aches left, getting a grenade from Snakers from Oath. Oath pretty close in that compound just to their south, and Mamu has snuck his way up inside here. The solo mission for Mamu is going to have to work pretty soon because the rest of Pero is falling apart.
I was just going to say, Mamu, you need to do something here, buddy. Your team is dying by the second, and he's not going to be able to do anything. He reveals his position, shoots at a player with his back turned, can't find the knock, and now he's going to go down and turn after that. The circle, well, we talked about the church magnets. It's coming in once more. Up towards the north we go. They trade sitting center. We'll see if they can do what Multi-Circle Gaming did last game with multiple opponents around. Not sure, of course, if it's going to end inside the church, but in the nearby vicinity, that is by this point guaranteed. Ikari is going to be the first one to try and leave that south side compound as the circle shifts away. Infantry now closing in on towards the compound towards the north. Oath has 2 knocked players. I'm sure infantry saw and heard that, and they're going to try and see if they can make a play on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is classic infantry. They feel like they have a good chance to get into that fight. They absolutely will take it. The circle as well, dictating some of that decision making, of course, because they are pretty far outside of it. Hard shifted up to the church. I think it's a little early for Easter here, circles, but I guess it is what it is. The churches are going to be where we go. T1. Going to see if they can catch Meta sleeping a bit. Meta just going to get into their vehicles right now. T1 trailing behind, no vehicles for them. So instead of shooting, they are just going to continue on foot, keeping themselves out of the vision of any of the other teams. Hikari is right at this spot that Meta is at. This is kind of weird for Afrika because they still have Ents at the other compound, kind of keeping them busy. That fire is going to land right on Hikari. Nothing he can do there, sparking around the corner, but here comes T1, third partying this fight, getting some good shots in onto Meta's backside. And let's see, T1 has... And there isn't a lot of cover. I know that you can see the tires are pretty much done onto that Bronco. Afrika has that Murado at least, so they're going to load up and peace on out.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do with that, that's for sure. I like how that, I mean, Meta's Molly that he wanted to throw through that ended up going off on the wall there actually paid off good for them because he was still outside. So fortunate situation there. T1, as you said, got out there trying to isolate the compound now. Squeaky, last one left alive. 2 smokes left to play around. Still plenty on the ground that he can try and utilize. Run and sneak his way forward. Adder finds Sparking. Down for the second time. Freak's in trouble as well. Just 1 kill for them so far and 2 players left alive. There's really only space for 1 team to play on this side of the circle come the closing of this one. And right now, it seems to me like T1 will be that team.
I mean, what a move by T1 to come out the side. Great grenade from Aquavive finds Silzen, and it's going to be Oath going down to day trade behind the fighting of this battle. Akkad trying to get the last member of Ents down. Squeaky rides the blue with some smokes along the way. Ragnar still alive, going to be the one to take down Squeaky there. Akkad spraying into T1, but Dang Chase shots are good. Sends him packing behind the hill. Hansia alive as well. Basically full health for him. There goes Ragnar to T1, and what a flank here. What a move by T1. They come around the side of a couple different teams and rake in a lot of kills because of it. And now they got to square up against Afrika Freaks on the edge of this. Oh, good shots. Akkad gets the headshot. Looking to pop some more heads.
Okay, I think... Oh, that's over the top. Oh, that's Manotico. Final. I was gonna how can they still get ankles on them? But it's from up above. The shots are coming in down towards T1, and now infantry crossing the road in the midst of all of this. They want to take the spot away from Afrika Freaks. They heard the commotion on that southwest side. They want to try and see if they can steal this spot away. Xiaoyang does go down as they approach here, though. Nades, mollies, everything being thrown forward to try and isolate Afrika Freaks. At least allow for infantry to get the rest on up towards Xiaoyang. And I like the play, even though T1 did just go down. As you said, smart push from them. Great push around. Great sweep around that side there. Here comes DA as well, though. Just 2 players left alive. They want in on the south side of the road too. Final circle has yet to be shown. Long skirt down to the vehicle explosion. No flushes so far. They did manage to get Xiaoyang up, so they might still be able to get all 4 players up on their feet. 9 solid sprays down, but cannot find the knock on towards Hansia.
Oh, that is so close. Hansia just barely escapes the knock status there. He's going to put on some heals. He does get clipped by that molly, but he's going to be okay. Doesn't find a knock again, so it is razor thin for Hansia right now. The edge of the knife. And there are the stuns. He's gonna. There's gonna be one up the top. Akkad sees Longsker. Longsker did get res. It's gonna force another stun out of his hands. A lot of time being bought here. Hansia is gonna find a double, but he is gonna get finally taken down by Longsker. Akkad, I don't know how many more stuns you have left. He gets into Longsker. There's only one left. Not able to do it. It's gonna be Xiaoyang. Gonna get the last kill onto Afrika Freaks, but they almost single-handedly take down infantry. CodeMarco and DA. It is their turn to try to finish the fight.
you have to try and make a player. And if you're DA, especially have to try and make a player. He saw the one alive now. Shots over the top, and there you go. The flushes come through. 2 more kills will be rewarded to a freak of freaks, but smart play by DA. I was waiting for them to make the play forward. And here's EB. He's been a solo player since there were 40 people alive, and finally, Liquid are eliminated. He did his best. He does manage to make it from 11th place, where Mexi went down, into the top 5. So at least placement points did come to Liquid in this one, but out.
He had a nice throw, some good timing on it. Mill is still going to wait up on the side of this hill. Is Mill just out of heals? Is he just completely out of any bandages, first aid kits, anything? He must be, because he hasn't tried to heal. Tickleton, in the meantime, has managed to get his way up onto the side of the church.
I mean, they were getting peppered by Oath for, I want to say, solid 4 or 5 minutes straight, right? Where nades and whatnot just came flying their way, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is quite literally completely out of ammo. Oh, H-Win taken down by Vanatico from the roof. 8 kills for Vanatico in this game so far. More damage being done. Poojuice finds one as well. Flash thrown downstairs. Poojuice finds the double. Solid play from him. Unfortunately, Vanatico manages to flash himself there. Will he jump up? Will he try and get the kill? He spots Tickleton around the side. He goes, and there are the kills confirmed. Day trade. Kill number 12-9. 1 kill from double digits, and here is your final 3 teams. Mill, how much damage can you do? They know that a player crossed them. For CodeMarco, no helmet. Or actually, no, a broken 3 helmet, and barely a vest to play around. Mill finds one, finds the double! That is everything that DA would have hoped for. So much damage being done from the solo player on the other side. Poojuice finds one, CodeMarco falls down. Mill 8 HP, and as you can see, 0 Mets. Has to play the rest of the game with no more heals left. Poojuice, you're gonna go down to this one, that's for sure. So just 1 player left on offense. 1v1v1. CodeMarco commits to the rest. Not gonna happen. You have to push for the forward.
All right, Mitraleius looking around the sides of the smoke. They're going to be able to keep itching with that knocked player. Flash busy trying to deal with Mill. What a play from Mill to get that double. I mean, that is crazy bad for Day Trade. And there you go. Going to be finished off by Mitraleius. He doesn't even get the kills, really. He only is able to pick up 1. Flash going to watch him. From poor Mill, indeed, no heals available. Flash is just going to try to wait this out, but that's going to allow Mitraleius to get up behind Flash. Flash finally finishes the job, looking to outduel Mitraleius for this win. DA looking for their first win on a weekly finals in their first appearance here, and they are going to be ringing around this smoke. The Flash is going to see CodeMarco potentially. I think he caught the feet of him in the smoke, or at least thought he might have saw something, so sprayed in there a little. Didn't get enough damage to get the finish, but it's going to come through here very shortly. Mitraleius wrapping around the smoke once again. This is guys in the middle. He finds the angle, and he's going to get the win. DA coming through with a 9-kill chicken dinner.
Exactly what they were hoping for. They were looking for the solo player. I mean, they probably expected it to be Sonics that would do the majority of the damage, but Sonics didn't find anything. In the meantime, Mill did. 8 HP is what he had to work with, and somehow finds 2 knocks, allowing for DA to cross over. And as you said, Digital Athletics first presence in the weekly finals, and they grabbed themselves a win here in game number 2.
Yeah, it's just really well done, navigating a lot of those fights on the southwestern side of the circle early, having a great third party against Gen G and Zenith as they fight each other to leave, and then they just hold off the teams that are coming out of that compound to their south, you know, whether it be Afrika, who else was down there, a T1 and Infantry, I think, and they're all doing a good job holding it off. But I mean, that a 9-kill win, very well handled by DA.